story in 3 parts. Part of the story is Kenny Pickett, ironically, who did this fake slide. Was it 2 years in college? So they ended up changing this rule because it's basically cheating. So Josh Allen last night, we're in the, what quarter are we in there? We're in the second quarter, where Josh Allen doesn't fake slide, but he does hit the brakes. Maybe it was incidental, maybe it was not. But it turns into a long run. Then later in the game, in the fourth quarter, he has a run here where he ends up getting a late hit because of sliding. Do you think it just rubbed me the wrong way? Where Pickett's thing was obviously egregious and led to a rule change. But how are you defending Josh Allen where you don't want to get a penalty, you don't want to get thrown out of the game, but you have to go after him, especially if he's starting and stopping and it leads to a touchdown?
Well, I do think those 2 runs were pretty different. Like in this run, that's how he cuts. He's not being a high cut athlete, and as big as he is, it's not going to be that smooth when he transitions like that. I think that was a legitimate cut right here, as opposed to him faking a slide. And the other one, I thought he was clearly going down.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just by watching this, and it's such a difficult thing for defenders because you're trying to protect the first, stop the first down. You're trying to deal with a running quarterback that has consistently run throughout the course of the game, and then you're being asked to protect him as a runner.
Which you tried to do here.
It's a tough spot for defenders to be in.
I agree with you, Coach. That's not completely definitive. Was he faking like?
I thought it was smart. I thought he was slowing down for that exact purpose to try to deep him. Yes, I thought it was smart.
And that's the thing. The long run.
I thought it was intentional and smart.
It's not fair. As you said, like a defender, and I've seen so many where the quarterback slide and the defender comes in where I've thought, man, his momentum was going already. How could he avoid hitting the quarterback and they get flagged? So I think they got to do something because this just wasn't fair.
Listen, so it's the same thing. Mahomes doesn't do this, but Mahomes does this flirt with the sideline.
Yeah.
Pretend I'm going to go out of bounds, and then you let up, and then I keep going. Yeah. He scored a touchdown against the Titans in the AFC title game 5 years ago doing that. And so, it rubs me the wrong way when there's a rule in place for player safety that then gets exploited. The thing that also rubs me the wrong way is I know people like, because Mahomes got that roughing the passer call this weekend. That was the second roughing the passer call he's gotten all year. This was Josh's 8th, and this was another one where, and I don't know if you want to review this or what, he tricked the ref into thinking his head got hit. And that's when he slung his head back when it didn't. And so if we're going to have things reviewable and we can now kick players out via review, you know what I mean, if they call a personal foul, then I do wonder if you call something like that, if they can buzz, for flopping, if they can buzz down and say, now maybe they would have said even without.
I don't want to go that far.
I think it's hard to start regulating intent.
Right.
No, but he didn't hit him in the head. No,
a lot of guys try to, do stuff like I don't fault him for that, but you can't. Defenders are helpless. But if you're like, if I hit him too hard and he starts going down, I might get a penalty.
We used to complain about it in the meeting rooms, and guys would complain about it. And Belichick's feeling was they didn't pay $10 billion to watch a 6-3 game. They want offense to win, and they want offense to win consistently. So you're just at the mercy of whatever the call is, and you deal with it. And if it goes bad, it goes bad.
And it's risky in this regard. Yes, it's risky that you can get a 15-yard penalty, but it's also risky for the quarterback where if defenders start to think, oh, he's not actually going out of bounds, he's not actually going down, you might get lit up in a spot. And they'll get the 15-yard penalty, but you can get lit up in that spot.
Is Belichick headed to the NFC